Happy New Year's! I'm R.E.Fort and welcome to my podcast and this, my first post for 2024, my featured tracks playlist for January. As I was thinking about putting this playlist together, I wanted to keep it simple, so I decided to feature the title tracks from each of my 6 latest CDs. While that sounded like a good idea, I forgot that my CD 10 doesn't have a track named 10. But don't worry, I found a great track to add to this playlist. For this month's and this New Year's playlist, starting oldest to newest, I'm Gonna Let It Ride, One Step Closer to You, Smooth as I Want to Be, Living in Strange Times, Told Ya, and lastly, Life on the Other Side. As always, you can find playlist links for YouTube Music, Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, and Amazon Music in this post and on my website at refort.co/playlist. Let's get to the playlist. Starting off this playlist is I'm Gonna Let It Ride. This track was released in 2016 on my 9th CD. The track is a cool blues track with killer drums, a great scratchy rhythm guitar section, and a cool bass guitar part. I love the rhythm section on this song. It's got such a funky vibe with a killer melody and solo. I'm playing my Fender Stratocaster on this track. I had a blast programming those drums for this track. Let's give I'm Gonna Let It Ride a listen. Next up is One Step Closer to You. This beautiful ballad has a great smooth jazz feel. I released this track in 2017 on my CD 10. I love the sound of the Rhodes electric piano and the guitar chords on this track. The walking bass line helps drive this track along with the drum programming. I love the melody for this song and the chorus section. On this track, I'm playing my Fender Stratocaster for chords, melody, and solo. Let's give One Step Closer to You a listen. Next up is Smooth as I Want to Be. This track was released in 2019 on my 11th CD. This track is just smooth, a very cool track that came about while I was playing with guitar chord voicing. I love the bass guitar work and the chord changes in this track. It has a great vibe with a great sound canvas behind the melody and the solos. On this track, I used my Fender Stratocaster for chords and solo. The melody I used my Ibanez hollow body guitar. The piano solo was played using a grand piano sound, and I love how it transitions into the end of the song. Let's give Smooth as I Want to Be a listen. Next up, Living in Strange Times. This track was released in 2020 as my 12th CD. I wrote this during the first few months of COVID back in 2020. I really loved this blues track and its cool off-tempo feel to it. On this track, I used my Fender Acoustic Electric for the melody and my Fender Stratocaster for the solo. I used 2 piano sounds on this track, a grand piano sound for the chords and a Fender Rhodes electric piano sound for the solo and melody. Let's give Living in Strange Times a listen. Next up is Told Ya. I released this one in 2022 as my 13th CD. I'm playing my Ibanez hollow body guitar for the rhythm and melody. The solo is the Fender Stratocaster. On the keyboard side, I have horns and strings accenting throughout the song. For the piano chords, I am using a Rhodes electric piano sound. My wife Cheryl named this track while I was writing it. She heard the opening chords and said, "Told ya? Gotta love her." This is one very beautiful track. Make sure you listen to the entire track for the solo at the end. Let's give Told You a listen. Well, we've come to the last track for this playlist, Life on the Other Side, released in 2023 as my 14th CD. On this soulful ballad, I'm using my workhorse, the Fender Acoustic Electric, for all of guitar work, including that guitar solo. The track has a cool counter melody I played using a Rhodes electric piano sound and my Fender Acoustic. The main melody is played using a grand piano sound and my Fender Acoustic Electric. The guitar solo really is that same guitar with my rock solo settings and effects on. I love how that solo came out. Let's give Life on the Other Side a listen. I hope you enjoyed this episode and get a chance to listen to the full tracks on either my YouTube Music, Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, or Amazon Music sites. Remember, you can find links to this playlist and those sites at my website at R.E.Fort.co/playlist. The song opening and closing this podcast is the track named So Cool from my CD 10. Thanks for listening, and as always, without music, life has no soul. Thanks.